Okay, so I did not have a formal video plan for tonight because I have been super occupied with my beach retreat that I hosted here this weekend. Every month from June through October, I have some attendees who come and live my carnivore life here at the beach. So I didn't want to not come on here because, believe it or not, I miss it. And I think it's really a good idea to come on here and be able to answer questions, because I think there's times where you don't have an opportunity to specifically ask questions and get them answered. I'm going to see if I can scroll up. I don't normally go live on my phone here, so I'm going to see if I can pull up. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Oh, hi Rex. Okay, I've got somebody on there who know I'm connected. So shoot me some questions. I've been thinking a lot about, hi Bonnie. Oh good, hi Joanne. So, I've been thinking a lot just from how powerful it's been to have the meetups and have face-to-face contact and connections with people, that I wish I could make it happen more and more. And I do host meetups, but everybody is spread out around the world. I am hosting, I know most of you know because I have talked about it quite a bit, but my CARB Sober Cruise. And yeah, here, see, I have a CARB Sober Cruise wristband. And then when you flip it, hang on a second, I am going to flip it and show you because I'm really excited about this part of it. Hashtag allergic to seed oils. How cool is that? And it's just going to be a way of gathering people. Hi, Arlene. Together. It's awesome that, I go live about 5 times a week with my membership group, and I get to talk as if we're just kind of hanging out in the living room, chatting, and that's all well and good, but there's something really special about the face-to-face connection. And I know many of you who have come to my meetups and know what it's like. And just to hug you guys, I love the contact, I love the connection, and it's just amazing to see this community come together. And it's just, there's something special about meat eaters, carnivores. There's just something about it that, and a lot of it has to do, it's about people who are like-minded coming together and sharing their experiences. I was going to say, so I don't know if we're going to get the sun set already, so you can see how pretty that is. That's the west, because I live in New Jersey, and there is direction of the east, but it's really, really nice. And yes, it is warm enough that I am in shorts, but actually the past couple nights it's been pretty cool, and right now I'm going to say it's about 70 with a cool breeze coming off the ocean, but I can't walk too far. I've done this before. I don't know if some of you remember the one live that I did. I walked, I don't know, maybe 2 miles down the way and turned around, started coming back, and it was pitch black. It's like, okay, silly me. Let's not do that again. All right, let me see if Jules says, wish you were there. Yeah, So, oh my gosh, if you, I know some of you follow me on Instagram. I was posting the sunrise pictures. We got up every morning and headed out just before 6 a.m. when the sun came over the ocean, and just spectacular. And we talked about, oh, hi Francine. Francine was just here with me on this beach at the retreat I just had. So much stress today, binged on my not good for me foods today. I feel tired, sad, and frustrated with my weakness around these foods. Starting day one again tomorrow. Any words of encouragement? Okay, so absolutely important that I try to get everybody, because this is what worked for me. You know, at any moment we could allow that ditch demon to talk us into, it's all right, give yourself permission, you deserve it, you're stressed. But guess what? We're always going to have stress. Always, always, always. It comes and goes in waves. You cannot allow yourself to continue to put food in your mouth that leads to harm instead of health. And I talk about a lot of different tools in the toolbox to overcome that horribly strong addiction to sugar and processed food. It's really bad. It's so strong. It's definitely, I mean, obviously I'm not the authority to say this, but the hardest addiction to overcome. I know many people who have overcome meth addictions, cocaine, alcohol, and they all said by far the sugar and carbs was the hardest to overcome. So here's one of my main things that has kept me on track and helped me. And I try to talk in my groups about how I try to make it mandatory. And I'm working on making an actual printable document that you'll be able to fill in. But it's basically a why document. You know, and I call it that just because, you know, I talk about the why that makes you cry. What is that? What is that? Everybody who comes to this really crazy way of eating has that deep down true reason. Oh wait, this is really pretty. Of that thing that is really so critically important to you, whether it's a health issue, whether it's anxiety and depression, whether it is, I want to be able to live to see my grandkids get married. I want to be able to get down on the ground, the floor, to play with my kids and be able to get back up. These things are whys. These are things that become so important to you that you're willing to give up the normalcy of pasta, bread, rice, everything that we've been brought up to know as normal food. But that why has to be really strong. Now, not only does that why have to be really strong, but you have to keep it right here in the forefront of your head every single day. So on this why document, the why that makes you cry document, the top area is fully for you in your handwriting to write out your whys. And you might initially just have one or two that are just the crux of your why, but I need you to keep adding to it. Keep thinking about why. I don't want to get Alzheimer's. I don't want to get cancer. You know, add those kind of whys to your real strong imperative. I have to stick to it for this reason. So this is a changing document, but so you're going to add to it. And aside from that section, there's a section which I like to call, which it's known in this area of health hacking, the NSVs, the non-scale victories, right? So every little thing along the way as you're doing this that is some sort of incremental change. You write it down, like, I got out of bed this morning for the first time. My right foot wasn't aching when I walked to the bathroom. Or so-and-so at work complimented how bright my eyes look. Every single little thing that is positive, that is something for you to feel, you know what, this is working. You write all of those down, okay? Then you have another section and you write different things about how your plan is in place to keep you on track. And each morning, I say you keep it by your bed, on your nightstand, or in the bathroom. So at night when you're getting ready to go to sleep, and in the morning when you get up, you go through this, you read through it. It doesn't take long, but guess what? It cements right here, right up front in your head for that day. You're reading through, plus, and there's other sections to it, and like I said, I'm making a PDF document that's going to be printable. And after you read through, the very next thing, and it's written on there, the plan for the day. Now, this isn't something you're writing out. Just the plan for the day is for you at that point to think through, oh, all right, I'm going out to this restaurant with this person, never been to that restaurant, I got to look up the menu. Either suggest a different place or figure out what you're going to eat. Or it might be, I don't have a plan for today. Maybe I am going to, oh, that's right, I have those leftover steaks and burgers in the fridge. And know in your head, that's my plan. And then in the evening, you just quickly scan through and review this same document. You read your whys and you read your victories, every single one. It doesn't have to just be non-scale victories. You could say, I am down 3 pounds, 5 pounds, 12 pounds, whatever it is, and I don't ever want to see them again. Writing something as simple as that and reading it and making sure you read through all of these things, and then the plan. So when you're doing your little evening scan through your why document, when you get to that last part that says the plan for the day, it means, what's your plan for tomorrow? Which triggers you to say, ooh, I better go defrost something, or, what am I going to do tomorrow? I know this sounds so tedious, and this sounds like, oh my gosh, how the heck, what are you doing? No, this is a system that I use because it's important. All of this is really important for keeping me on track. I say I try to, and somebody might say, well, you're 15 years into it. What are you still doing this kind of stuff? Guess what? It's still a battle. It's no longer a struggle because I know for sure what my whys are. I know the hellhole I came out of being so highly addicted, and the secretive eating I did, and the disordered eating, and the waiting to be alone, all these behaviors that were horrible, and I just want to never be there again. And so the things like that are written in my document, and when you keep that fresh in your mind, it keeps you on track and it helps. I'm not saying it's, the be-all answer. There's a lot of other tools that you have to have in your toolbox. See, look how it's getting dark now. I think you can all see me. All right, well, Beth Ann, I can tell you I've had over 1,000 day ones, okay? So pick yourself up and say, you know what? Tomorrow's a new day one, and tomorrow's my last day one. And you go write some rudimentary form of that document I just talked about, and you write in there, today is my last day one. And you're going to read that every single day along with your why. And uh, yeah, I feel so strongly that you have to have that optimistic thought that you can overcome this. I never thought I would. I gotta head back because, ooh, look, want to see the moon? Well, can't really see it so well there, but yeah, I was so despondent. I figured it was just going to eventually kill me because I had such a severe disordered relationship with food, and I am truly here because I feel, and I don't want to get choked up like I did the other night. I did an Instagram live, I think, I don't know, 2 nights ago, and I was doing a cooking demo at my beach retreat, and I got choked up talking about the people that were there. And in any case, I get choked up when I speak about this because I get so emotional about it because I suffered so badly, and I am just so thrilled to be able to help people out of that same spot. And it's so rewarding because I do have people in my groups that are celebrating their 3-year carniversary, their 4-year carniversary. I have run meetings nonstop. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. This is my 4th year. And yeah, it's really important. It's really important to know that others suffer what you suffer, and there is a way out. So, okay. Vanessa says, hi Doc Lisa, quick questions. Carnivore 1.5 years, recently had my MAC degeneration checked. It's not worse, but hasn't improved. Will it improve eventually? Well, Vanessa, there is no way of answering that, but if you have halted the progression of it at this moment in time, that's a huge victory because you're not blind from it right now. You're functioning fine. Yes, there have been some people who have reversed early stages of it, and gotta watch where I'm walking because got a lot of I don't know why we had a lot of wash up. I guess, oh, we did have a storm last week. That's right, we had that storm come through. But yeah, just have that vision. Visualize yourself with clear vision the rest of your life. And there is one of those main whys for you on your why document. I don't want to lose my vision. It is that critically important. People think, here's one of the very difficult things about overcoming this whole food, processed food, sugar, carb addiction is there's no penalty tomorrow for eating French fries today or having your little binge on Haagen-Dazs or Ben & Jerry's or a pack of Oreos or Toll House chips, Chips Ahoy, and you're still fine tomorrow, right? But week after week, month after month, year after year, decade after decade of continuing to eat this trash is when it takes its toll and then shows up like a cancer diagnosis, a macular degeneration diagnosis, Alzheimer's, diabetes, you name it. But it's not happening, we're not realizing it's happening as it's happening because it's very insidious. So Vanessa, just keep going, stay consistent. Patricia says, I really want to join your group. I need help. I live in Canada. Do you have any other Canadians in your groups? Yes, Patricia, we do. We have Canadians in the group. And, Canada is vast. So we have some Canadians over in the Victoria area, way over on the west coast. And then we have some over in Toronto. And I can't remember where the others are, but yes, there are some members in Canada. And I keep threatening I'm going to do a meetup in Canada. At some point, I got to get up there. Yeah, Bonnie, the why that makes you cry. I love that saying, because this is so crazy to think that anybody's going to go in their kitchen, wipe out their pantry, wipe out their freezer and the refrigerator of anything but meat, seafood, eggs, maybe some limited dairy, and eat this way. And nobody else does around you. Nobody. Well, nobody around me. All my friends, family, co-workers, relatives. Nope. So you have to just think to yourself, I need to do this for myself, and doesn't matter what anybody else thinks of what I'm eating. And I don't, and I also don't care what anybody else thinks. I've done enough research to feel like I'm doing the right thing for myself. I feel great. I could put my little tripod in the sand here and flip a cartwheel. I'll be 60 this December. And yeah, I'm so fortunate. I found it 15 years ago, and when I found it 15 years ago, I was rather annoyed, pissed off, and angry. I didn't find it 15 years earlier, or 30 years earlier, for how long I suffered. So Carol says, I've had a very stressful 6 weeks with hubby having 3 ambulance trips. Wow. With AFib episodes from pneumonia. We refused their food and brought homemade burgers. Yeah, awesome. That's what you have to do, because they're going to, oh my gosh, the crap that they serve, it's just disgusting. When, you know, even with my mom, when she had her knee surgery and she had to be in the rehab place for quite a while, I don't know, couple weeks, and it was just disgusting. I, of course, went and tried to make a stink about my mom's diabetic. Please don't bring her apple juice and orange juice. Please don't bring her dessert. She doesn't want oatmeal for breakfast. She's diabetic. It's horrible. I don't know how that's ever going to change, other than just like what you are doing, where you bring in your own outside food, or make it clear to them, I'm only going to eat burgers, steak, eggs. I don't even want to say fish at a hospital. Maria says, hi, recently visited Point Pleasant and stayed at the White Sand Resort. Had a lovely time enjoying the Jersey Shore. Yeah, so Point Pleasant's probably about, I don't know, about 40 minutes south of me, but right here at the Jersey Shore. So Bonnie says, at age 65, I'm appreciative of compliments on my complexion and hair. So yes, as soon as you feel like there is anything that is uplifting and positive about what you're doing, why you're doing it, how you're doing it, whatever it is, write that down in that positive list. And it's so empowering to remind yourself of that every day, twice a day. Come on, guys, this isn't easy, but that little task is easy. You skim through it. You know what's on there, but you want to read it. You want to keep yourself really really present in what you're doing. Hi, Darcy Lee. Yeah, great plan. It's one of the key things that's helped me, so I'm trying to talk about it more and more. That, and, you know, my sober circles, my green, yellow, and red. And if you don't know about the sober circles, then there's a YouTube video, and I think it's titled How to Stay Out of the Ditch, but it's all about my sober circles. Could you maybe show us your knees? My knees? Okay, I am going to show you my knees. I'm not so sure what that's all about. A knee fetish? I don't know. Meredith says, Christina, your body is getting used to things and is working hard at healing. Good, Beth Ann. So you wrote that down, and I will try to put something in the description with some headers that need to be on your Y document. Okay. All right. Yeah, the moon. Okay, so let's see. Let me see if I can flip. It's weird. It's really dark in here, but for some reason I don't look so dark on the... All right, it's a half moon. It's showing kind of fuzzy when I zoom in on it now, but it is really, really kind of cool. And there's the east, and then over here is still getting the sunset, and then there is my building where I live. Pretty cool, right? Okay. Pedro says, am I single? Yes, I'm single. Yep, I was married for 20 years. I have 2 kids. They're not kids, they're 27 and 25. And I still work part-time as an eye doctor. I don't see patients as much as I used to. Pretty much semi-retired and threw myself into a full-time job doing my membership group, my beach retreats, my meetups, my YouTube channel, and yeah, I keep myself out of trouble. All right, I am gonna jump off here. I'm so glad you joined me. Thank you for joining in. And if you could, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, write in the comments topics that you'd like me to cover. I am really pretty excited. You ready for this news that I just found out about, I'm gonna say 15 minutes ago? I follow over on Instagram the gentleman Eddie Abu. He's a crazy, amazing, very straightforward, blunt guy who's trying to get the message out about wake the F up and stop putting crap in your body. I'm just very amused by him, and also I love his message. And so yeah, I reached out to him and I said, man, it would be great to have you on my channel. And he said, yeah, that would be great too. He goes, I really admire your work, and I and he said, I love that you are one of what he considered very few doctors out there who are really trying to properly educate people on what we need to do to get healthy and be healthy. So I'm really excited. I don't know when that's going to happen. Maybe next week, maybe next month. I don't know, but I'm really excited. He's got 3.9 million followers on Instagram and quite a large YouTube. And so hopefully I'll be able to spread my message too. I still like to try to get out as best I can the message about carb and sugar addiction for anybody who suffers with that. And if you have not signed up for the CARB SOBER Cruise, listen up. I'm trying to get it to 100 just because that's such a cool number to say. I've got 100 people coming on this cruise. I think we're at 90. And I have been in contact to connect with Royal Caribbean about the dietary needs of our group. And there's going to be like 10 tables of 10 set aside for dining that we will be separate. And I told them of our seed oil allergy, all of us, every single one of us. And on a cruise you get unlimited meat, seafood, eggs, and it's your cabin plus your entertainment. I mean, there's music venues all over the ship, and how much Carnivore Doctor loves her music. And we're just going to stay connected with the WhatsApp. We have everybody who's signing up into a chat, and we're talking about the pretty much excitement leading up to the cruise. I have also a separate WhatsApp chat for people who are seeking a roommate. You're going to room and make friends with another carnivore, because there's a lot that are in there already connecting, and signing up to book a room together. And yeah, I'm just really, and I am reserving a meeting room for the 2C days, just for the morning. This is not a formal sit and lecture all day. No, we are going to be out in the sun, hopefully, get great weather, and we're going to meet up in the top deck, which has got the walking track. Everybody's going to have this CARB Sober, bright, beautiful Caribbean blue wristband, so we can identify the people in our tribe, and we are just going to relax and have a great time together. I'll probably do some sort of presentation just a little bit in the mornings of those 2C days, probably at Sail Away, which is that first night when we get, well, the first day that we're on the ship. I'll try to pick some meeting spot and hand out the wristbands, and yeah, just relax, de-stress, and for once in your life, maybe don't go off track. Don't come home inflamed and 5-10 pounds heavier. Be around people who are there to also stay on track, and everybody's welcome. I'll show you where I'm headed right up into home because it is getting dark. But everybody's welcome. Carb eating, bread eating, pasta eating, friends, spouses, everybody's welcome. But the gist of this is for us carb sober people to be together, enjoy a relaxing trip together, and I will be all over the ship doing Q&As wherever I am. I will be on the WhatsApp because I'll have Wi-Fi on the ship, of course. And you know, you can come to the gym with me. I'll show you how I work out. You can come eat with me. And yeah, you can tell I'm really excited about it. I just hope you can join. And the link to that is, I'll put the link right in the description of this video if you haven't heard about this. And oh, and I'm working on getting Dr. Kiltz to come on the cruise too. And as far as I know, Fred Hahn, the slow burn weightlift guy, is, I believe, signing up. And yeah, this is going to be great. So I hope you can join. And I will catch you next week. Stay tuned. Hopefully Eddie Abu will be on soon.